Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's gonna be my Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth episode 23 review. How I do things still, part 1 and part 2. Though this episode is not really done by parts, really. You know how the first part they have a different type of story, and the next part has a different one. But this one, it seems like it runs off on the same story. So, but at the same time, I'm still gonna do the parts like I usually do when I do these reviews. So let's get into it. So basically, in this one right here, what sums it all up is that Naruto and Lee were trying to peep on Sakura. You know, they're trying to protect her. You know, that's what they're trying to do. And so they're trying to peep and like, God, wait, let me see, I want to see and stuff. And so they're doing all that crap. Ino walked by. She's like, what the heck are y'all doing? What you trying to do? Are you guys peeping? And the thing is, Lee was like, we were just, but freaking Naruto, he's like, yeah, we're peeping. So what? I'm just kidding. But he's like, seriously, he's all serious about this stuff. And then Lee went into it too. He's like, yeah, we were peeping and stuff. And it was weird. It startled her so much because of how they just like, yeah, we did this. We doing it. And stuff. And so she ends up doing mind and body transfer U2 on them, switching their bodies around. So Lee is Naruto and Naruto is Lee. And so they look at each other and they're like, what the heck is going on here? What is happening to us? But at the end of the day, they started actually enjoying or at least seeing how the body works because Naruto and Lee's body is like surprised how fast Lee is. He's like, wow, you're so fast and stuff like that. And Naruto in Lee's body is like, yeah, I know. And it's like, yes, I can do ninjutsu. And so he does ninjutsu and crap. And he ends up turning into like a slender, more, I guess, handsome type Lee. And he's like, oh, yes. You know, just it was stupid. Some really funny stuff was happening in this first part right here. So hopefully the rest of the episode's even funnier than this because, you know, the first part's really good. So at the end of this first part here, basically they're actually going to be on a mission while they're still switched. So, and the thing is, you have to wait until Ino gets her chakra back. Otherwise, because it takes a lot of chakra out of her, she can't keep doing that jutsu. So she has to wait. So that's what they're going to be doing. Cardi, to shut up. But, yeah, let's go to part 2. All right. You know, this whole episode was really good. I really enjoyed part two. Part 2 of this episode is really, really funny. I know both parts are pretty funny. So overall, really good episode. So as we know, they're both on a mission. Both their teams are on a mission together, and so they have to stop these rogue ninjas because you know that's all they have is rogue ninjas. They got to stop. You know, no one else important. They just got to go over rogue ninjas and go get them. And so that's what they're gonna go do. And they weren't doing so well, you know. Lee and Naruto's body, Naruto and Lee's body, they just couldn't fight. They couldn't do anything. And Kakashi clearly saw that. So he's like, I can see that you guys are not 100%. So just stay back and just sit down or something. You know, just sit down. Just get out the way. Out the way. And so they're sitting there and they're feeling bad because we can't do anything. You know, and we want to do something. I want to help. You know. And so, as they're just trying to figure out what they're going to be doing and stuff, these rogue ninjas end up throwing explosive kunai, and they're throwing it, so everyone jumped out the way, besides Sakura, of course. You know, Sakura's got to be the damsel in distress. And so, she's on this cliff thingy, she falls off the cliff, she hurts her leg, and she's like, oh, I can't move, oh, I need to heal it, but I can't do it because they're going to attack me. And so, that's when the ninja's like, yeah, I'm going to get you, I'll steal you tonight. And so, they're trying to jump in there, and that's when Lee and Naruto jump in there, and like, get out of here, we gonna protect her. You know, it's my ninja way, I never go back on my word. And he's like, I'm gonna protect Sakura with my life. You know, that's what they were saying and stuff, you know, within each other's bodies. And so they end up doing the Lee Shin Rasengan with Lee on it. The Lee Shuriken, and I can't remember what that was called. It was hard to say. Yeah. But yeah, so they ended up doing that YouTube for some reason. I don't know. That's got everybody. It actually worked, and so they actually were able to do it. But after that whole little confrontation with the ninjas and stuff, Sakura ends up calling for Naruto, and Lee looks around and they're like, I knew it. So there is something wrong with you guys. You gotta switch bodies. And so then, how did you switch bodies? And that's what would have happened. Now the thing is, weren't you just hurt, Sakura? How you standing up? How you doing all this? You know, what's going on here? What's going on here? But yeah, nonetheless, they got the bus whooped and they got swollen faces and stuff. And Ino's like, okay, stop looking at those swollen faces. And like, please check his back. We won't do it ever again and stuff. And so she's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna do it now. Mind, body, oh, boom. And she freaking falls down. She falls down. It was stupid. I'm like, oh, come on. But so she throws up in the air and it's a massive body swap jutsu. So everybody switched. Even her. They're all switched. And they're like, what the heck? Now we're all gonna be stuck like this. And then she's like, oh, I gotta wait until I get my chakra back. And the thing is, she's in Sai's body. So I'm like, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna switch how you gonna switch it around? Exactly, huh? How are you gonna do the mind body transfer jutsu in Sai's body? You're gonna have to get your father for this one. So yeah, now they're all switching. That's how the episode ended. I like it though. It was really funny. So I really enjoyed this episode here today. Looking forward to seeing what the next episode holds for us. You know, see like they're gonna be a little bit more Sai action because Sai seems to be not so in the background. Like he's there, but he don't really do much. He's almost like Yamato. Yamato, he's like literally in the background, not even saying anything. He's a ghost and crap like that. So. Like I said, Sai seems to be more playing a part in this a little bit more now, so that's kind of cool to see. Yeah, so leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this episode. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime Youth reviews. So yeah, it's been the Breakmaster, and until then, break out.